Southwest Airlines looks like it's getting back on track. We're also looking at the benefits of a dry January. That's some of what we'll get to on The 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. It's Friday, December 30th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1 will be some good news for a lot of people. Southwest Airlines said that flights will be almost back to normal today. Only a handful of flights have been canceled so far, compared with about 2,500 yesterday. This is a sigh of relief for tens of thousands of frustrated passengers trying to return home from the holidays. A storm and a breakdown of the airline's internal technology caused a travel meltdown over the past week, leading to over 15,000 canceled flights. Number 2, a House committee is expected to release Donald Trump's tax returns today. This is happening after a years-long legal battle. The former president broke with tradition by not making his returns public as a candidate and as president. The information in his tax returns could help explain why. The expected release is coming in the final days of Democratic control of the House. A new session of Congress opens on Tuesday, and Republicans will be in the majority. It looks like 2023 will begin with storms across the South. That's story number 3. Multiple storm systems are expected to hit the south-central U.S. in the days ahead. This could bring flooding rains, damaging winds, and possibly some tornadoes. The U.S. suffered 15 weather disasters that cost at least $1 billion each this year. That's according to federal officials, and it's been driven in part because the planet is getting hotter. Number 4.
And it's Pelé. He's got it. Pelé has scored. And that is Brazil's 100th goal in the World Cup.
Pelé, Brazil's king of soccer, died yesterday. The 82-year-old was the world's most celebrated athlete for decades. He helped Brazil win the World Cup titles in 1958, 1962, and 1970. Tributes have been pouring in from soccer's biggest stars. Neymar, one of Brazil's best players right now, wrote this on Instagram. He said, "Pelé changed everything. He turned football into art, into entertainment. He gave a voice to the poor, to Black people, and especially gave visibility to Brazil." Pelé's manager said that he died in a hospital in Sao Paulo, Brazil, from complications tied to colon cancer. Number 5. British fashion designer Vivienne Westwood has died. She was 81 years old. She was known for her provocative style and activism, designing iconic looks, from 1970s punk to the runways of Paris. Her company released a statement yesterday saying that she passed away in London. Here's number 6. The college football playoff semifinals are tomorrow. First up, the University of Michigan will face Texas Christian University in the Fiesta Bowl at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. This is TCU's first time in the playoffs. And then in prime time, top-seeded Georgia, the defending champions, will play Ohio State at 8 p.m. in the Peach Bowl. Both games will be on ESPN. The winners will face off in the championship game on January 9th. And at number 7, are you considering a dry January? Well, there might be some health benefits in it for you. Studies show that people who take a month-long break from alcohol often drink less in the long run. They also report benefits like lower blood pressure, weight loss, better sleep, and saving money. And honestly, I'll cheers to all of that. And just like that, you are all caught up. I hope the 7 is already a part of your morning routine, and I'll meet you back here to continue that routine in the new year. You'll be able to read the 7 on Monday, and then we'll be back with the podcast on Tuesday. In the meantime, mention the show to somebody you think would appreciate it. And here's to a good 2023. So it's the end of the year, so you know we got to give a shout out to the crew that made all of this possible throughout the year. Our assistant producer is Taylor White, with special help this week from Charlotte Freeland. The staff writers are Tess Holman and Jamie Ross. John Taylor is our editor. Copy editing is by Francis Moody and Laura Mahalski. Engineering and sound design is by Jim Briggs. The 7th theme is by Edith Mudge. Our audio director is Renita Jablonski. I'm Jeff Pierre. Have a good weekend and a Happy New Year.